Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. The lake,
It does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here.
Nightingale?
They're not
You
gonna...
haven't even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know...
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh, man! We're sitting ducks with the lights out!
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Well, lights on or lights off. At least Nightingale's out of here. That asshole had it coming for a long time. I don't know if he was drinking all the time, but it certainly seemed like it. Too bad he won't have any more names to call us. I guess once you hit 8, the darkness decides it's time to go. That joke is getting a little too old. But at least we're here with Sheriff Breaker, as shit goes down once again.
Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend. Wheeler, I need you to stay here.
What? No!
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list, Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one, Al?
Now, we could stick back and watch Barry make all the phone calls, but that'd just be about 3 minutes of standing around doing nothing, so we'll skip that.
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Well, if we're up on the roofs, she's not really going to have a good opportunity to give us good cover. But it's not a long journey, and we can just do this pretty quickly. Now, over on the roof there are a couple of flares, but the next part is so simple if you just kind of rush through it that we're not going to worry about it. But we're not going to rush through it. Not when there are birds to fight. Now you can easily skip this fight because as soon as you jump onto the scaffolding that's kind of next to the building, and once you get onto the elevator that's there, the birds just automatically despawn. So there's no worries about having to actually face these guys if you can just run past them. But there's a jump I need to make, and if the birds get me at the wrong time, they could mess up the jump, and I fall to my death. So, just to make absolutely sure, we had to get rid of them. And the jump is right here. So, I don't want to mess that up.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on! Ah, damn! That's smart.
Good job, Wade. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
So here we have kind of our second helper of the game, the first being the kidnapper way back at Lover's Peak. The difference here would be that Sheriff Breaker is actually useful, and because she has a shotgun, she doesn't really need to be all that accurate with her shots. And she has a flashlight, so not only does she help get rid of the darkness, but she'll take out the Taken with just a few shots. And she never runs out of ammo, so it's never a worry with her. So it's really easy on the harder difficulties to conserve ammo during this part because she'll just waste everyone in just like 2 or 3 shots. Easily my favorite companion to have. Well, he got dragged along for a bit. And now he's dead. So there's a chest kind of down where that giant deer float just went, but if you go down there, you kind of get trapped in this little alcove on the docks. So let's get rid of these guys first, and then we'll head down and go get it. And as you can see, she has a pump action shotgun, so she just lets loose like 6 to 8 shots. It's pretty good. It's a nice little thing to have this late in the game.
Over here, Wade! The chopper's in the other direction!
Yeah, but there's a chest down here. And I want to get that before we get to the chopper. So now that we've got that, sometimes she'll follow you all the way down here, but I guess that's only during combat. She'll just wait all the way up the street if you don't. But now that we've got that, we can head up the road. And this isn't a very big town. This is the main street, and there's not a whole lot of buildings there, but all the detours we're going to be taking, they're going to make up for that.
The air smelled of fish. This was Bright Falls industrial area. There was probably a cannery nearby.
There's probably also Taken nearby.
Fishing can be a holy war.
So the problem with these guys is that they all come at you at once, and Sheriff Breaker doesn't always follow you down here right away. You can hear her, but she's not quite here yet. So we'll just take him out, and we can head over for the collectible we were trying to get. Which is a second chest already. And it's not like there's a big, huge section coming up, but some of the bad guys you'll want to get rid of as soon as possible. Because as good as Sheriff Breaker is, there can be a lot of people coming after you. So it looks like she went back to help me, and because I jumped over the crates, I kind of lost her for a bit. So let's head into the diner until she catches up.
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this week, you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah, we're just not gonna elaborate on that at all. But you can come over here to the jukebox, and it plays Coconut again, just like it does in the first chapter, and you get a little achievement if you do it both times in a single playthrough. I've already gotten it several times now, and we heard it before, so we don't need to stick around the whole time to hear it again. But we can give it a little listen. As she disappears again. Oh, there she is. So the street's blocked off, so let's take another detour.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
Wait, so who's being rude? The guy who tried to attack, or her with the shotgun? Because I'm gonna go with the person not holding the shotgun.
You have the right.
Now these guys, just like the birds from before, are easily skippable, because at the end of this little... it's not a parking lot, but at the end of this little paved area, there is a device that you can use to just kind of flick a safe haven on and then run through the gate to it. So these guys aren't really a problem, but it feels good to get rid of all of them. Especially when your partner is a shotgun. It's pretty cathartic. Yeah, but right down here at the gate, the little green flashing light will just activate a safe haven.
So far, so good, Wake. I'm right behind you, Wake.
I wonder what set that off.
Wake, over here! There's light!
Yeah, over there, but there's a collectible down here. A thermos all the way at the end here. And a couple of things more ammo, especially the flare gun ammo. That's something we'll want.
I have a key. Watch my back, Wade.
Whoa, it looks like we could just kick down that gate. It looks so flimsy. But if I need to do another horde mode style kill everything thing, then we can. I almost wasted some of my shotgun ammo there. So the way these guys kind of spawn, it makes them, especially the quicker guys, it makes them really quick to flank you, which can really suck if you kind of get hit and then the big guy swings his giant, what is that, an axe? Or a stick? Looks like he just had nails in a stick. But the real challenge here is the guy with the chainsaw. So just like the one in episode 2, we kind of have to not get killed by him. And if he hits you, even on this difficulty, it will take your health all the way down. It is scary no matter what, so you want to keep your distance. And thankfully, dual shotguns will help a lot. The AI in this game for like Sheriff Breaker and for way back with the Kidnapper, they like to hit the guys with bullets before
Let's go, Wake.
the darkness is taken away, and that does keep them back a bit, but it really doesn't do anything. But we are making more progress now that we got through the gate, so let's keep going.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Well, I don't know about fuse boxes all that much, but if it's actively sparking that much, kind of a problem.
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
And hurry we're sort of gonna do.
The keys aren't upstairs, Wake.
I'm just gonna take a quick look.
Yeah, but there is something up here.
Freedom. A fusion of vigilance, conscience, and uncompromising clarity of vision. A need so fundamental, it permeates our very being. And yet, a man may be brought to his knees in a single heartbeat. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, taken in his prime. For young Manny, the night hasn't been kind. He's a marked man, selected for a lifetime of servitude after answering an ad in a newspaper. But first, a little field surgery is required.
Well, well, look what I found. Please, no! Yeah, I think you're just about ready for it.
Best if you don't resist this, kid. We gotta beat it out of you.
What? I don't understand. What did I do? I just wanted to get a job in the service industry. Wow, you're gonna serve all right. No! Please!
There it is! It's coming out now. Right between the self-esteem and the childhood traumas.
What are you doing to me? It's Furman. There, I've got it. Believe me, kid, this free will thing is more trouble than it's worth.
What was that? Oh, nothing for you to worry about, Manny.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
We'll tell you all about that. Don't you worry.
Another vacant worker act, birthed in fury and violence for the pleasure and convenience of ruthless and malicious men. Stranger things can happen in Night Springs.
So, these episodes are getting weirder and weirder. From what I can gather, that one's kind of supposed to be about the Taken and how they've become mindless servants to the darkness. It was a really good job he did. He almost got me. Somehow. But now we've got everything up here. Let's head downstairs and find those helicopter keys. You can still hear her over there trying to mess with that fuse box. Well, that was maybe inconvenient, but we've got the hunting rifle, which is good because we were sort of lowish on ammo. Right in here, the lantern. Now we can just grab that, stock up, and get those keys.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake, let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
Well, it looks like Barry's not making phone calls anymore. I guess the darkness caught out to him, and he decided, to get the fuck out. So, the town was named after a mining company that eventually went bankrupt and left like half a ghost town up on the mountain. And this is what I mean by they don't wait until the darkness is down until they start shooting. Because although she was maybe trying to help, she was pushing him closer to me. And that's never a good thing. But as with a lot of the previous enemies, since this safe haven's right here, you'd probably just run past.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Keep the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
It's a little weird that no one's questioning the rampant amount of shooting that's going on in the town. Feels more like a gang war than anything.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
I don't see Barry.
Look, Wake, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Well, again, he can wait. There's another chest right here. We are really starting to stock up on that flare gun ammo. And although we won't get the chance to use all of it, it's definitely nice to have for what's coming. I was gonna say how this playground isn't maybe as creepy as it's trying to be, but the whole lack of sound, it made it creepier. Everything just kind of fell silent. Well, guess it's a good thing that Sunday school is still on Sundays. That would have confused the kids. But with that manuscript page, we can go back to Sheriff Breaker. You know, after we pick up some supplies. Well, no concealed firearms, but these are way out in the open.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
Let's take a break.
So, although it kind of looks like she's not gonna help out this wave and just focus on the door, she does come down. It just takes her a little bit. So we've got 2 waves of enemies we need to get through. First one is just these little guys. And with her shotgun, they are quick and easy. The next wave, however, is a little bit harder with these 2 big guys. Even with a flashbang right to their faces, it didn't get them both. In fact, it didn't get either of them. But it didn't leave them with much. So, that takes care of them. We'll just get what's left in this red box and head up.
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
It's not one of the weirder traditions I've heard.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Well, the first time I played through this, I thought of this area as more of like a wine cellar based on these wooden things over here.
You have the right to remain silent.
But they're in here somewhere. Now I could just flashbang both of them immediately, but I'm holding off on those. But as much as I complain about them hitting the Taken before the darkness is completely gone, she did kind of cut his charge right off, because then that forced him into the little column, really. So, it's not all bad.
Did you call 911?
Guess that one saw the light, huh? You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on!
I almost feel like Barry wishes he were part of this story as the lead character. He always seems to be the one making the weird puns. At least the one that appreciates. But now it's the 3 of us, and Barry doesn't have a weapon, but he does kind of help with the darkness.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
bastard.
So Barry, even though he doesn't have a weapon, he'll kind of help with the darkness, take him down a little bit. To me, when I'm playing, it's never noticeable though.
Throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license or cleared for departure to Night Springs. No offense, Sheriff.
So, a little bit too soon for my taste. Another chainsaw taken. Thankfully, it's a small enough area that a flare will easily take down whatever darkness he has. It's just dealing with everyone else that could kind of be a pain, but with Sarah here, it makes everything easy.
Oh, I'm never gonna get used to this.
You never really do, Barry. You never really do.
The helicopter's just up ahead. I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
So she needs a while to get the helicopter started, and there is a ton of supplies here. That's not looking too good, but this is the encounter that I've kind of been saving up all my best ammo for. All the flashbangs, the flare gun ammos, all the flares, they're gonna be necessary here. So for this encounter, I'm not entirely sure what kind of triggers the end, if you have to beat a certain number of waves or if it's like a time limit, because you have to trigger it yourself. Like, they'll get the helicopter ready, but you have to actually run to the helicopter to get it triggered. So in the meantime, you just kind of fight. And it seems to be about like 3 waves of enemies and then you can go, but it takes them a while to get everything set. Thankfully though, all the waves come from really the right or the left sides, and you can see them all coming. Even if you miss one, one might flank you, but they all have to approach the helicopter from elsewhere, so they have to come from your front, and it's really easy to see. But this is why I got the hunting rifle. The shotgun's nice when it's up close, but that's why I have flares and flashbangs. If I want to take them out from a distance though, I have the hunting rifle. And with 17 shots, I can afford to waste a few. Well, I hope that's not a really important checklist, because I don't want to get on a helicopter and have it go down right away. So by this point, a huge number come down from the roof, and since you can see them from a while away and they can't do anything, you have a huge advantage. And it's not like they're sending the hardest enemies at you either. There's no chainsaw taken, there's no really quick guys, whatever they're called.
Keep fighting, Wade. We're almost ready to take off.
Well, it shouldn't take too much longer. I think that tornado's running out of giant metal objects to throw into this parking lot. So we just kind of wait for these guys to slowly come down. I'm getting a little impatient at this point, so I'm just trying to get rid of them as quickly as possible. And the flare gun certainly helps with that. that's the signal.
You better put an end to this.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.